Greetings again from Wembley and this fresh and lively festival. Tonight it's a Johnny Cash special. Joining in later will be his wife June, her sisters and daughter, plus a surprise friend, making it a real family get-together.
Burning ring of fire went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Good evening. Fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The scene was a small roadside cafe. A waitress was sweeping the floor. Two truck drivers drinking their coffee, and two oaky kids by the door. How much are them candies, they asked her. How much have you got, she replied. We have only a penny between us. Well, them are two for a penny, she lied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. One truck driver said to the waitress after the kids went outside, them candies ain't two for a penny. So what's it to you, she replied. In silence they finished their coffee, got up and nodded goodbye. She called, hey, you left too much money. So what's it to you, they replied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw run through the ragged sky and up a cloudy draw. Their branches were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell, riding on our range, cowboy, change your ways, today or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, oh yippee-i-ay, those riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught him yet. 'Cause they want to ride forever on that range up in the sky. Oh, the horses start to shy as they ride on, hear they cry. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. Save your soul from hell, riding on our range. Cowboy, change your ways, today or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, oh yippee-i-ay, those riders in the sky. Right now, here's my favorite part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, June Carter Cash. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, I'm gonna mess around. Honey, I'm going to Jackson, look out Jackson town.
Well, go on down to Jackson, go ahead and wreck your hell. Go play your hand, you big talking man, make a big fool of yourself. There goes Jackson, go comb your hair.
Oh, honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
Well, when I breeze into that city, people gonna scrape and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson, you turn loose in my coat. Honey, I'm going to Jackson.
But that's all she wrote. Well, that bad you in Jackson, I've let some on a boat and tail. Gonna lead you around town like a scalded hound with your tail
Johnny and June, Mr. and Mrs. Cash, going back yet again to Jackson. And they're joined now on stage by members of June's musical family, her sisters Anita and Helen, and her daughter Carleen Carter, all lending weight to another Cash classic.
Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Gather round me, people. There's a story I would tell about a brave young Indian that we should remember well. From the tribe of the Pima Indian, a proud and peaceful band who farmed the Phoenix Valley in Arizona land. Down their ditches for 1,000 years, the waters grew Ira's people's crops till the white man stole the water rights and the sparkling water stopped. Now Ira's folks were hungry and their land grew crops of weeds. But when war came, Ira volunteered and forgot the white man's greed. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. There they battled up Iwo Jima's hill, 250 men. But only 27 lived to fight back down again. And when that fight was over, and when old glory raised, among the men to hold it high was the Indian, Ira Hayes. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Ira Hayes returned a hero, celebrated through the land. He was wined and speeched and honored. Everybody shook his hand. But he was just a Pima Indian. No water, no crops, no chance. At home, nobody cared what Ira had done. And when did the Indians dance? Then Ira started drinking hard. Jail was often his home. There they'd let him raise the flag and lower it like you'd throw a dog a bone. Well, he died drunk early one morning, alone in the land that he fought to save. 2 inches of water in a lonely ditch was a grave for Ira Hayes. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Yeah, call him drunken Ira Hayes. But his land is just as dry, and his ghost is lying thirsty in the ditch where Ira died. Ira Hayes. Come join us, John. Take your part on this song, John. John Snyder. All right. Sing for your mama. Well, I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad. But there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people, that's all we were. Trying to make a living out of Blacklander. We'd get together in a family circle, sing out loud. Daddy sing bass.
Mama sang tenor. John right in there.
'Cause singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Sing it, children. Although the circle won't be broken, by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sing bass.
Mama sang tenor.
In the sky, Lord, in the sky. I remember after work, my mama would call in all of us. You could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother has done gone home, but I'll rejoin them in a song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy sing bass, mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother will join right in there.
'Cause singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Although the circle won't be broken, Well, come all you rounders if you want to hear story about a brave engineer. Casey Jones was the roller's name. On a 6-8 wheel of Boise Road to fame. Well, the caller called Casey about 4:30. Kissed his wife at the station door. Climbed in the cabin with his orders in his hand. He said, "This is my trip to the promised land." Casey Jones mounted to the cabin. Casey Jones, orders in his hand. Casey Jones leaning out the window, took a trip to the promised land. Through South Memphis, yards on the fly. Rain been a-falling and the water was high. Everybody knew by the engine's moan the man at the throttle was Casey Jones. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin. Casey Jones, orders in his hand. Casey Jones leaning out the window, took a trip to the promised land. With a hand on the whistle and a hand on the brake, Vaughn, Mississippi was wide awake. I see railroad officials said he's a good engineer to be a laying dead. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin. Casey Jones, orders in his hand. Casey Jones leaning out the window, took a trip to the promised land. Yonder coming down that railroad track. Hey, look yonder coming down that railroad track. That's an orange blossom special, bringing my baby back. And I get some sand in my shoes. I may go to California and get some sand in my shoes. Ride that orange blossom special and lose these New York blues. Woo! Oh, I don't care if I do da 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 do da. Yeah, you talk about her rambling. She's the fastest train on the line. You talk about rambling. She's the fastest train on the line. That's an orange blossom special, rolling down a seaboard line. You ever had in this city. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. as sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right, because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide, because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds, because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Good night, God bless you.
Johnny Cash rolling back the years and walking the line for us at the end of a super show. Our thanks also to his Mrs. June Carter, together with Helen, Anita and Carleen and John Schneider.